Hello everyone, I welcome you all to this wonderful lecture course on 5 problems on series. In this series, in each lecture, we are going to solve 5 problems on each topic from electrical engineering. These 5 problems are taken from the previous competitive exams or from the textbook problems. Today our topic will be Droop characteristics of synchronous machine. As I've said, this lecture completely deals with the numerical problems, and if you want to understand what is meant by Droop characteristics of synchronous machine clearly, please visit my previous videos. The links are provided in the description. Okay, so let us start with the group. Let us solve the 5 problems on group characteristics of synchronous machine. Here I have taken 5 problems, in which I have taken one problem from GATE, okay, 2 problems from IES, right, from SSC JE I have taken one problem, and one problem I have taken from textbook. Okay, so if you want to understand clearly what is meant by group characteristics and why these characteristics we have got, okay, please visit my previous videos. The links are provided in the description. So let us start with the first question. So in the first question, what they had given, okay, see here, right? So clearly understand my first understand the question. We will clearly understand the question first. Okay, so in the question what they have given, okay, so they given that there are two generators. So see, before starting the lecture, see, I have provided the PDF of these questions and solutions in the description box. You can download it later. So listen to the lecture carefully. So no need to write anything. Okay, I have provided the PDF in the description box, so you can download it later. Okay, so listen to the lecture carefully. So this is one of the important topic from the synchronous generator. So this is a GATE 2017 question. For 2 marks question they had given. Okay, right, so let us understand the question properly. See what they had given. There are 2 generator units. One is rated of 300. Okay, so G1 of 300 megawatt, okay, and G2, the rating of second generator is 400 megawatt. Okay, right. Speed governor regulation of 6%. Okay, this is having a speed regulation of 6%. This is having a speed regulation of 4% respectively from no load to full load. Okay, both the generator units are operating in the parallel. So to share a load of 600 megawatt. Okay, so then what is P load? What is P load here? P load equal to 600 megawatt. Okay, what they were asking, assuming a free governing action, the load shared by the larger generator means what is the load shared by the 600 this G2. Okay, so second generator, how much load it is sharing from this 600 megawatt. So what they were asking for, if the load is then P1 plus P2 equal to load shared by generator 1 is P1, load shared by generator G2 is P2. Then if it total load is 600 megawatt, then what is the share of this generator 2? Means they were asking the value of P2. So before going to that, okay, as I have said, directly we are solving the problem. I am not going to explain anything regarding the group characteristics. If you want to understand the group characteristics clearly, please click the links which are provided in the description. In that I have clearly explained with I have clearly explained the theory. Okay, so consider, see here, I am directly solving the problem. Consider, okay, see here what they had given. They had given that there is a 2 generators, G1 which is having a rating of 300 megawatt and J2 which is having a rating of 400 megawatt. G1 is having a speed regulation of 6% and G2 is having a speed regulation of 4%. Okay, as they have not mentioned the no load. Okay, no load frequency, I am considering no load frequency of 1 generator 1 is equal to no load frequency of generator 2. Okay, which is equal to no load frequency of generator 2. I am considering it as just no load. Okay, now what is meant by this 6%? This 6% indicates that from full load, from no load means from generator, if it is the generator is acting from no load to full load, if you are increasing the load from 0 power from 0 to 300, then the frequency of the generator will be reduced by 6%. Means what it means, okay, full load, okay, full load, frequency of a full load for generator 1, how much it will be? 6% decrement will be there in the frequency. Means 1 minus 0.06 into F no load. Okay, so how much you will get? You will get it as 0.94 F no load. Okay, so for the similarly for generator 2, there is a decrement in the frequency by 4%. Means F full load for generator 2, how much it will be? 1 minus 0.04 into F no load means how much you will get? 0.96 F no load. Okay, now they both were sharing a load of 600 megawatt. Then what will be, what we know, when two generators are acting in parallel, then what will happen? Both the generators will be operated the same frequency. See here, okay, both the generators are having the same no load frequency, and the generator 1, okay, this I'm considering as this generator 1, okay, this is G1 generator 1, this is G2. I'm considering for generator 1 the rating of the generator 1 is 300 megawatt, rating of generator 2 is 400 megawatt. Okay, under no load, consider this, how this triangle we got. In this triangle, the load, okay, at 0 power output for generator 1, at 0 output, the frequency of the generator is F no load, and as I increase the load from 0 to 300 megawatt, the frequency of the generator is changed from F no load to F full load. So what is this value? We have derived that value is 0.94 FNL. Okay, similarly for generator 2, if at no load the frequency of the generator is F no load, and if at full load, what is the generator frequency? It is reduced to F full load 2, and what is this value? The frequency at this how much it is? This value will be 0.96 F no load. Okay, now I have applied a load of 600 megawatts. Then both the frequency of both the generator will be reduced, but it will settle at some constant frequency. At that constant frequency only, both generators will develop the induced EMF. Now what they were asking, what is the share? What is the share of the generator 2? They were asking. Okay, now see here, from this triangle what can I write? So see here, okay, as this is the first question, I am clearly explaining. Okay, in the later question I will directly we will see that directly I will write the values directly. So what I am considering, see here, okay, so this is generator 1, this generator 2, right? They both were sharing a load of 600 megawatt at some frequency F. Okay, at some frequency F. Okay, at some frequency F. This is no load frequency, this is full load frequency. Alright, so see here, okay, and what they were asking? They were asking to find the value of this P2 they were asking. Okay, so consider this, I am considering it as point O, this as point C, A, B, D. Okay, now tell me, see the slope of this triangle, the slope of first triangle will be the slope of the second triangle. The both triangles are having the same slope, right? So what can I write from this? Okay, what can I write from this triangle? Okay, I am writing this angle will be equal to this angle. What will be this angle? Tan inverse of this angle will be tan inverse of this angle will be tan inverse of okay, opposite. What is opposite? OA divided by AB. Okay, which is equal to, what will be this angle? Opposite. What is opposite? Tan inverse of COC divided by CD. Okay, so what can I write from this whole thing? I can write it as, okay, I can write it as OA by AB equal to OC by CD. Now tell me, what is the value of OA? What is the value of OA here? What is OA? OA means the frequency from change in frequency. Okay, so still what can okay, further I am dividing, I am writing it as, okay, CD. Now what can I write? CD equal to OC into OC by OA into AB. Okay, what is OC? What is OC? OC is change in frequency. No load frequency minus F. Right? At this frequency only the load on the first generator is CD, right? So F minus divided by OA. OA means from here to here. What is here to here? Okay, this point F no load minus F full load. Is it true? Right. Into AB. What is the value of AB? What AB indicates? AB indicates the rating of the generator 1. What is its value? 300. Okay, so which is equal to, right, what I am writing. Okay, what is CD? Tell me what is CD? CD is P1, the power supplied by the generator 1. So CD, I am writing it as CD. F no load, okay, I don't know the value of no load frequency, I don't know. F full load, I don't know, so I am considering it as X. Okay, F no load minus F full load, okay, F I am considering it as X. I am considering it as X. So what I will get, X divided by, what is the change in frequency from no load to full load? Okay, no load to full load for generator 1. So in the question itself they have mentioned clearly, from no load to full load, what is the change in the frequency? It is, this value will be 6. Okay, so what I am writing, I am writing it as P1 by P1 in P1 equal to X divided by 6 into 300. X divided by 300. Similarly, P2, see, from this triangle, from these two triangles, okay, from this triangle, what can we write? The slope of this triangle will be equal to the slope of this triangle. So what can I write? See here. Okay, from these two triangles, what can we write? Okay, I am considering it as O, as already this point is C. This point I am considering it as G, H, E. Okay, now from these two triangles, what can we write? CH divided by OC will be equal to, right, EG divided by OG. Okay, what is CH? CH is the power delivered by the second generator. So P2, what can I write? P2 equal to OC into, what is OC? What is OC? OC is changing frequency, FNL minus F divided by, next, EG is the rating of the second generator. So I am writing it as G2 divided by OG. OG means FNL minus FL2. Okay. So what is this G? G indicates what? Frequency of the second generator when it is developing full load, means 400 megawatt. At 400 megawatt, the frequency of the second generator will be F full load. Okay, F full load 2. Okay, so now P2 equal to F no load minus F. What is F no load minus F? I have considered it as X divided by F no load minus F full load minus F no load minus F full load 2. Okay, the question itself they have mentioned this value will be 4%. So I am writing it as 4 into G2. What is the rating of the second generator? It will be 400. Okay, so I am considering it as equation 2. Okay, this as equation 1. Okay, from 1 and 2, what can we write? P1. Okay, already in the question itself they had given that P1 plus P2 equal to 600, right? So what is the value of P1? P1, how much we got? 300 x divided by 6 plus P2 value. P2 just now we have solved. What is the value of P2? 400 x by 4. So which is equal to 600. 100 cancelled. Okay, so this will be 2 ones. So x into 3 by 2 equal to 6. So what is the value of x? X equal to 12 by 3. So which is will be 4. And what they were asking? They were asking the value of P2. So P2 in terms of x. P2 in terms of x, how much? Equation 2. How much we got? P2 equal to x by 4 into 400. So what we will get? We will get it as, okay, as P2 equal to 400 x by 4 will get as 400 into 4 by 4, so which is equal to 400 megawatt. So in the generator, when they were supplying a load of, both the generators, when they are supplying a load of 600, then P2 value will be, I will get it as 400 megawatt. Then what is the remaining load? Remaining of generation, how much it is? 200. The 200 will be supplied by the generator 1. So P1 equal to 200 megawatt. Okay, or else we can solve it. So P1, what we got? P1 equal to 300 x by 6. Okay, what is the value of x here? X equal to into 4 divided by 6. So how much I will get? Sorry, okay, 1200 divided by 6. How much it is? 200. Okay, so the same answer we got, right? So the same thing I have clearly explained in my solution. Okay, so you can download the PDF in the description box. Okay, so this is a description. Okay, in the description I have written clearly, in the notes I have written clearly. Okay, so this is the second question, right? This is the IES 2011 question. This is IES 2011 question, right? What they were asking, okay? So they are given the single generator, a turbine generator set has a regulation constant of 6%. Means from no load to full load, what will be the change in frequency? There will be drop in frequency by 6%. Okay, there will be 6% drop in the frequency. Okay, and rating of 120 MVA, the generator frequency decreases by 0.01. Okay, if frequency is decreased by 0.01 hertz, okay, the increase in the turbine. See now what they were asking. Let us consider. Okay, at no load frequency they had given as 50 hertz. Okay, now what will be the full load frequency? Full load frequency will be, okay, 1 minus 0.06 into no load frequency. So how much you will get? 0.94 into 50. So how much you will get? 9.5. 94 divided by 2. So you will get it as 47. Okay, so see, consider I am having a generator, okay, at no load. Okay, at no load the frequency means this see, okay, this is the power curve, this is the frequency curve, right? At zero power, if the generator is developing zero power, it is supplying zero power, the frequency of the supply is 50 hertz. And as the load on the generator increases, how much it is? Okay, 120 MVA. The rating of the machine is 120 MVA. Okay, as the frequency, as the power on the generator increases, the frequency will be dropped to how much value? Here the frequency will be 47. Okay, right, this frequency, this point is 50, right, this point is 47. And now what they were asking, at, okay, when will be the frequency, when at what power the frequency of the generator will be reduced by 0.01. Means what is the power delivered when the frequency of the supply 50 minus 0.01 means how much? If this value will be 49.99. okay, so what is the power they were asking? Now tell me the same condition. What we know, the slope of this triangle will be the slope of this triangle. Okay, so now tell me how much its value will be. What is this value? Okay, what is theta here? Theta, opposite divided by adjacent. What is the opposite value? Opposite is how much here? Opposite is how much? Okay, 50 minus 47 divided by adjacent. Adjacent means how much here? How much it is? 120 MVA, which is equal to here for this triangle. Okay, for this triangle opposite means how much? 50 minus 49.99. How much it will be? 0.01 divided by adjacent. I don't know the value of this P. I need to find out the value of this P. That's it. Okay, is it clear? I need to find out the value of this P. So P, what can I write? P equal to, okay, 0.01 into 120 divided by 3. So how much you will get? You will get it as 1.2 divided by 3. So the answer is 0.4 megawatt. Means if the generation of the generator increases by 0.4 megawatt, then the frequency of the supply will be reduced by 0.01 hertz. Okay, so the same thing I have clearly explained by taking the coordinates, okay, and from triangle I have clearly explained you. Okay, right, you can use any method. Here I have written without considering the coordinates. Here I have considered as O, A, B, C, D in that way. Okay, from this triangle what can we write? From the first triangle what can we write? This is the first triangle, okay, larger triangle. What can I write? Opposite OA divided by adjacent AB is equal to opposite OC small triangle divided by CD. What we need to know? We need to find out the value of CD. So CD, what can I write? CD equal to AB into OC divided by OA. AB means how much? The rating of the generator 120 into OC means how much? Okay, change in frequency from here to here. What is the frequency? What is the change in frequency from here to here? 0.01 divided by OA. OA already we have found how much its value is 3. Okay, so from this value you can find the value as 0.4 megawatt. Okay, is it Have you understood that clearly? Okay, so the option is B. Okay, this is the option, right? Shall we move to the third question? Right. Okay, so in this question what they were asking, okay, so see here clearly, right? Similarly, they had given two generators, okay, two alternators. So this SSC 2012 question, okay, SSC, okay, Staff Selection Commission, Junior Engineering, okay, right? So in that question what they were asking, they had given two generators, alternators. One is having a rating of 40 megawatt and 60 megawatt, and both are supplying, okay, and both are supplying a load of 80 megawatt, and both are having the same regulation, speed regulation as 50 megawatt, okay. Then find the load sharing between the two alternators. See, okay, so no need to solve, okay, directly I will explain in two ways, okay. First we will see the actual method. In the actual method, see what we know, both are having, consider both are having the same no load frequency. And for the first generator, see here, okay, for the first generator what is happening in the first generator, at no load it is having the no load, at no load the frequency of the generator is F no load, and as load increases the frequency is reduced to how much, okay, it is reduced to F full load, okay. I don't know the value of F full load, but they are given the speed regulation as 5%, means how much I can write, 0.95 F no load, okay, right. And what is the rating of the first generator? It is 40 megawatt, okay. And second generator what is having, the second generator, okay, in the second generator the no load frequency is F no load, and as load increases it is having a rating of 60 megawatt, okay, it is having a rating of 60 megawatt, okay, okay, it is having a rating of 60 megawatt, okay. First generator is having a rating of 40 megawatt, and second generator is having a rating of 60 megawatt, okay, right. So both are having the same, okay. If from no load to full load, the frequency of the supply is reduced to 0.95 F no load, okay, right. So what they were asking, they both were sharing a load, okay, common load of 80 megawatt, okay, 80 megawatt. Then what is the, what they were asking, they were asking to find the load sharing between the two generators. Now similarly, right, okay, so we can do find the power P1 and P2 they were asking. So tell me from this triangle, tell me fastly, okay. See in the question in the description box in PDF I have clearly considered the coordinates, everything, okay. You tell me, we will consider the values directly. So see here, right, see here what we know from this, so this will be P1, sorry, this will be generator P1, and this will be power delivered by the second generator, which is P2, okay. Now tell me, we know that P1 plus P2 equal to how much they had given, 80 megawatt, we know, okay. This is equation 1, okay. Equation 2 what can we write from this triangle, tell me, okay, from this triangle, from these two triangles what can we write, opposite divided by adjacent. What is opposite? F no load, F no load minus F full load 1 divided by adjacent is how much here, 40, equal to, okay, from this triangle what can we write, opposite is how much, F no load minus F divided by, I am considering it as at frequency F, okay. This means how much, okay, adjacent is how much, P1. So what we need to find, we need to find out the value of P1. So how much is the value of P1? P1 equal to 40 into F no load minus F divided by F no load minus F full load 1, okay, right. In the question itself they have clearly mentioned what is the value of denominator, this denominator 5, okay. So numerator what we will consider, as we don't know the F no load and F we will consider as F no load minus F as X. So what we will get, 40 X divided by denominator value how much it is, 5%, okay. So divided by 5, okay. Similarly what can we write, P2 equal to, okay, so we know the shortcut, okay, sorry, the formula what we know, P2 equal to, okay, rating of second machine G2 into F no load minus F divided by F no load minus F full load 2. This is 2, okay, right. We know in the G2, what is the value of G2 here? G2 value is how much here? 60 megawatt. Okay, so 60 into denominator, what you will write, as both are having same no load frequency, f no load minus f, what we have considered, we have considered it as x divided by, what is the denominator value, denominator value they are given as 5. So what we will get, 60x by 5. Okay, so substitute this equation 2 and equation 3 in equation 1. So what we will get, okay, if you substitute these two values in equation 1, what we will get, 40x by 5 plus 60x by 5 is equal to 80. Okay, equation 2 and equation 1 I am substituting in p1 p2 value, I am substituting in equation 1. So how much I will get, 100x divided by 5 equal to 80. So x value how much I will get, 40. So now what they were asking, they were asking to find the value of p1 and p2. Okay, if you find the value of p1 what, how much we got, p1 equal to 40x by 5, so which is equal to 40, sorry, this is 4. Okay, so 40 into 4 by 5, so how much I will get, it was a 32 megawatt. Okay, so as p load equal to 80, then how much I will get, p2 equal to 80 minus 32, I can write it as 48, or else p2 equal to, what is the value of p2, p2 equal to 60 x by 5, so which is equal to 60 into x value is how much, 4 divided by 5. Okay, 12 4s are 48 megawatt. Okay, right, in this way you can find, or else, okay, we will not have that much time in SSJE. Okay, but then why they were asking this much large question for in SSJE? Okay, so listen here clearly, this is shortcut. Okay, there will be a shortcut here. Okay, see here, both the generators are having the same speed regulation. Okay, so then if both the generators are having the same speed regulation, then the load sharing between the generators will be depending upon the rating of their machine. Okay, so if you divide this 80 into 100 parts, or else if you divide so then what will be p1 equal to, the p1 will be depends upon, okay, total 80 into, okay, g1 by g1 plus g2. Okay, so what is the value of g1, 40 into 80 divided by g1 plus g2 means how much here, 100. Okay, so how much you will get, 8 4 32, means if both the generators are having the same speed regulation, then the percentage of, then the load sharing between the generators will be depending upon the rating of the machine. Similarly, what can I write, p2 equal to g2 into p load divided by g1 plus g2. What is the g2 value, 60 into load, how much is the load, 80 divided by g1 plus g2 means 100. Okay, so this 86 48 megawatts. So have you understood clearly, right? No need to solve the problem in regular method. Okay, if both the generators are having the same speed regulation, just by using, okay, depending upon the rating of the machine, the load sharing will be there. Okay, so in the answer I have clearly explained the thing. Okay, but theoretically, okay, you can use either of the methods. Okay, but as it is a SSJE, go for the shortcut. Okay, right. In this question, okay, here we can't use a shortcut because both the machines are having a different rating. Okay, the first generator is having 300 megawatt and speed regulation of 4%. The second generator is having the rating of 200 megawatt and the speed regulation is 3%. Then, okay, this is an important question, so listen here, listen this question clearly. Okay, so when operating in parallel, the total load they can take without any of them being overload. Okay, so see here, okay, so one of the important question, so listen here. Okay, there will be different concept in this question, so clearly listen. Okay, right, so I'm having two generators which is having no load frequency of f no load, and as the load on the machine increases of generator 1, how much it is, rating is 300 megawatt. Okay, 300 megawatt, then what will happen, as the load increases, the frequency of the supply decreases from how much, from no load to f full load 1, and how much its value is 4% of, okay, the it will be, the speed will be reduced by 4%, means 1 minus 4%, 1 minus 0. Sorry, okay, 1 minus 0.04. so how much of f no load, means how much you will get? 0.96 f no load. Means if the no load frequency is 50 hertz, then the full load frequency will be how much? 0.96 of 50. So 48 hertz you will get. Okay, right. So similarly, the second generator is having the no load frequency of FNL, and as load increases, the frequency of the supply will be reduced to how much? 3%. Okay, 3%. What is the rating of the second generator? 200 megawatt, and frequency will be reduced by 3%. Means how much you will get here? Okay, F full load 2, F full load 2 equal to 1 minus 0.3%. Okay, so what you will get? 0.97 F no load. Okay, now what they were asking, now I have to increase the load on the these parallel generators such that they should not be overloaded. So maximum load how much I can put on this? I can increase the maximum load how much I can increase on this parallel alternators they were asking. Now tell me, okay, now if I can I increase the frequency, can I increase the load on the second generator beyond 200 megawatt? No. Why? If I increase the generator beyond 200 megawatt, the rating of the machine will be increases, and at last the machine will be damaged. So maximum load, how much load I can increase, I can get on a second generator. So see here, okay, clearly listen here carefully, right? So this point, okay, this point I am writing clearly. Okay, this point is 0.97 of F no load. Okay, now tell me, okay, I can't increase the load beyond 200 megawatt for on second generator. I can't increase the load on second generator beyond 300 megawatt. Okay, on first generator I can't increase beyond 300 megawatt. But consider up to this point, up to this frequency, both the generators are acting in normal healthy condition. But beyond this point, if I increase the load beyond this point, then what will happen? The first generator will be overloaded. Okay, so I can't increase the load beyond this point. Why? Beyond this point, if I increase the load, then what will happen? The first generator will be overloaded, and the machine will be damaged. So what they were asking, without overloading, what is the maximum load that can be taken, that can be applied on this two machines, on this parallel load? Okay, parallel alternators. Okay, so this point at the maximum load I can operate at this condition itself. Now at this condition, at this frequency, at this 0.097 f 97 no FNL, what is the load what is the load, what is the supply of what is the power supplying by the second generator? This will be 200 megawatt. And what is the supply, what is the power supplied by the first generator? We need to find. Okay, so what I have to need, I have to find this value. Okay, so is it clear? I have to find this values. Sorry. Okay, I have to find this value. Okay, this value I have to find. Okay, again apply the same formula. Okay, consider these two triangles. These two triangles are similar triangles, so the angle will be same. This angle and this angle will be same. So what is that value? Opposite. What is opposite value? Okay, opposite divided by adjacent. Okay, what is opposite? F no load minus F full load 1 divided by adjacent. Adjacent value is how much here? 300 is equal to how much it is? F no load minus F divided by how much this value? Okay, I don't know that value. I am writing it as P. Now I need to find out the value of P. P equal to 300 into F no load minus F. Okay, F no, I am writing again. F no load minus F. F no load minus F full load 1. Full load 1. Okay, so which is equal to, okay, P equal to 300 into what is F no load minus F? F no load minus F. Already in the question itself they are given. It is how much it is? 0.96 F. Sorry. F no load minus F. What is this point? This point is 0.97. Sorry, 97 F no load. Okay, divided by F no load minus F full load. What is this value? Again, 0.96 F no load. Okay, so further what can I write? I can write it as, okay, so which is equal to 300 into 0.03 divided by 0.04. So how much I will get? P equal to 300 into 3 by 4. So I will get it as 225 megawatt. Okay, I will get it as 225 megawatt. So we know that P1 equal to 225 megawatt and P2 equal to 200 megawatt. So maximum load, how much can I apply? 225 plus 200, so which is equal to 425 megawatt. So this is the maximum load I can apply on the generators. See, even though the rating of the machine are 300 and 200, but I can't go beyond 425 megawatt. Why? If you go beyond 425 megawatt, then the second generator will be overloaded and it will be damaged. Okay, so if you not, is it clear? Right? If you are not clear, okay, rewind the video clear once again and listen here. Okay, right. The last problem, okay, this is a fifth problem we have taken from one of the textbook. Okay, so in this question, what they were asking, they had given two identical generators. Both the generators are having the same rating of 2 MVA. Okay, both are operating in parallel. The governor of the first alternator is in such a way that the frequency drop from uniformly from 50 Hz, means F no load 1, how much they had given? 50. What is the rating? G1 equal to G2 equal to 202 MVA. Okay, right? The frequency of the first generator, no load frequency of the first generator is 250. The full load frequency of the first generator, how much they had given? Full load frequency, okay, it is dropped from 50 Hz to 47.5 Hz. Okay, right? So similarly, the second generator is having the no load frequency of 50. Okay, so no load frequency, okay, both the frequency are having the same no load frequency of 50. Okay, second generator, it is voltage, the frequency is dropped to 48. Okay, this is one, and second generator F full load 2 equal to 48. And what they were asking, okay, how will be the two generators share a load of 3 megawatt? Okay, how will be the two generators will share a of 3 megawatt? See, in the question, if they, in place of this 48, if they given 47.5, means both the generators are having the same group characteristics, then how 3 will be shared? 3 will be shared as 1.5 and 1.5, but the group characteristics of both the generators are different. Okay, so see here, both the generators are having the same no load frequency, and right, both the generators are having same no load frequency, and it is see, from the figure I will clearly explain this. Okay, so see here, what O indicates the no load frequency of both the generator, how much it is? 50. A indicates what? Full load frequency of a first generator, how much it is? 47.5. okay, G, what G indicates? Full load frequency of second generator, how much it is? 48. okay, sorry, F indicates no full load frequency of second generator, how much it is? 48. B and G, what B and G indicates? B and G indicates the rating of the first and second machine. Both the machines are having the same same rating. How much it is? 2 MVA. Okay, so at C, what C indicates? The frequency at which both the generators share a load of common load of 3 megawatt. So I am considering it as a frequency F. Okay, frequency F. Then what they were asking? They were asking the value of this CE and CD. Okay, now consider from this triangle. First, okay, and second, consider 3, 4. From triangle 1 and 2, what can I write? From triangle 1, opposite divided by adjacent. Opposite is how much? OC divided by adjacent. CD equal to, from second triangle, what can I write? From second triangle, what can I write? Tell me. OA divided by adjacent AB. What we need to find? We need to find out the value of CD. CD equal to AB into OC, right, divided by OA. What is AB? AB indicates the rating of the first machine. How much it is? 2 into OC. OC indicates what? Change in frequency. I don't know the value of, so I know that 50 minus I don't know the value of C. I am considering it as F. The frequency at which both the generators share a common load of 3 megawatt. OA, change in frequency from no load to full load. How much it is? For first generator, 50 minus 47.5. So at last how much I will get? CD means P1. CD means here P1. P1 equal to 50 into 2 into 50 minus F divided by 2.5. Similarly for triangle 2 and from triangle 3 and 4, what can I write? P2 equal to 2 into 50 minus F divided by how much is the change in frequency from no load to full load for a second generator? It is 2. Okay, that value will be 2. Okay, that value will be 2. Okay, so and we know that P1 plus P2 equal to how much? The load is they are given as 3 megawatt. Okay, so this equation 1, equation 2, equation 3. Okay, substituting 1 and 2 in 3. So what we will get? 2 into 50 minus F divided by 2.5 plus 2 into 50 minus F divided by 2 is equal to 3. Is it? Okay, so I am taking 2 into 50 minus F as common. So what I will get? 1 by 2.5 is 0.4 plus 1 by 2.5, right, equal to 3, right? If I solve it further, okay, so what I will get? 2 into 50 minus F equal to 3 by 0.9. Okay, 50 minus F equal to 3 by 1.8, right? 1 by 0.6. So F how much I will get? F we will get it as 50 minus 1 by, so 10 by 6. Okay, so I will get it as 48.33 hertz. Okay, so at last I got the value of F. After finding out the value of F, if you want to find the value of P1, P1 is what? P1 is 2 into 50 minus F divided by 2.5, so which is equal to 2 into 50 minus 48.33 divided by 2.5. I will get it as 1.33. Okay, if P1 is 1.33, what is P2? P2 equal to 3 minus 1.33, so which is equal to 1.667 megawatt. Okay, right? So clearly I am clearly written the notes. Okay, you can download in the description box. Okay, so I hope my explanation is clear to you. If you have any doubts, you can may ask in the comment section. Okay, right, if you like the video, hit the like button. If you want more videos on this series, 5 problems on series, please comment your topic in the comment section. Okay, I will end this here. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.